Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. Tonight, it's once again the home to Everton under-23s as we welcome Burnley in the group stages of the Premier League Cup. Strong side that David Unsworth's picked, Snods, and the message is we want to do well in this cup competition.
Yeah, we do. We got beaten in the game previous against Sheffield United, so it's a great opportunity to bounce back. It is a little mini league, and the side that David's put out, his intentions are clear. We want to win this game. It's as simple as that.
It was disappointed against Sheffield United, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I thought
get going.
Do you know what? I thought Sheffield United played well, to be fair.
They did, yeah.
But we weren't at it really, and that's not usually like a David Unsworth's team. That's not like our 23s. So I'm hoping for a little bit better performance this evening.
Not only would a win enhance our chances of getting through the group stage, it also put a bit of confidence in the players, because these are young players, and we know it's all about development at this level. But having lost 6 of the last 7 games, their confidence must be affected by that.
Yeah, it is. There's been a lot of youngsters this season playing. We have had a young team, a young squad, but it's great for them to be playing at this level as well. But you're right. We've got 1 or 2 back now, and hopefully we'll see a stronger performance. Hopefully the more experienced lads that have been in and around the 23s now for a couple of years will now bring the best out of these younger lads.
Sounds funny, doesn't it, when you say the more experienced lads? Like Tyler Onyanga, who's only 18 years of age himself, but we've missed him.
Yeah, we have. He's an influential midfield player. He can get about the pitch. He's a good size. He's a good athlete. He's just been unfortunate with his injury. He's a good player. I'm looking forward to watching him and develop over the next 12 months.
He just brings a little bit of know-how, doesn't he? And just a little bit more know-how can make a difference at this level, can't it?
Yeah, it can. But I'm one of them. I want to see more, because I know he's got more in his locker. When I watch him, I'm thinking, come on, get on the ball, shout for it more, because I know that he's got the ability to run a game, and I want to see that does in him.
Strange games these, aren't they, these cup ties, because Burnley are in Premier League 2, Division 2, so we don't know much about them. We didn't know much about Sheffield United, but we came unstuck. So David Unsworth's message will be, you need to be on your A game tonight. Yeah,
they will. They'll be looking forward to it. I always say that the pitch looks absolutely magnificent. There's no wind about at the minute. It's ideal for playing football on an evening like this, and I'm sure the Burnley lads will be looking forward to it as much as we will be.
Well, the last time we were here at the Pure Stadium, Everton welcomed Leeds United for a Premier League 2 fixture. It was a right topsy-turvy night. Here's the pick of the action.
Goal for Everton, scored by number 9, Charlie Whittaker. Goal for Everton, scored by number 14, Reece Hughes.
Great game of football that, wasn't it? What a comeback by David Unsworth's under-23s. Now, Everton under-23s have never played Burnley under-23s before, but we did meet recently at under-18 level at the academy. Everton won 2-1, and here's the best of the action. Good win that for Paul Tate and his under-18 side. Well, ahead of this game against Burnley in the Premier League Cup, I caught up with the assistant coach, Jose Baxter. Jose, David's gone with a strong team tonight for this Premier League Cup tie.
Yeah, definitely. It's a game we want to win. Lads are sort of buzzing for it, and you know it's a good chance for them to go and put something right. We've been playing some good stuff, some good football, and it's just at the final end that we need to put the ball right and see it out in the other box as well. It's like the good old saying is you win and lose the game in both boxes, but everything else has been brilliant in between. We just need to finalise them little last bits.
We've been short of luck as well, haven't we? Anything that can go wrong has been going wrong. As you say, we've been playing good stuff but just not getting the results.
Yeah, and it is woodwork and, you know, a couple of little bits of injuries and lads coming back, but it seems to be cementing nice together now. The team, the morale in the changing rooms is great, and you know, he has them playing good stuff. Uns and John, it is really good, and like I said, it'll just take a win like tonight to start get the ball rolling, and you'll see results coming thick and fast because the performances definitely deserve it.
I was going to ask you about the morale. What is the morale like in the dressing room? Because 60 defeats in 7 games tells its own story, but how are the lads?
They're confident because I think if you're getting beat and you're not playing well and their heads are down, the fact that they're playing well and they know it just might take 1 or 2 little wins, 1 or 2 chances of goals going in, and you know, keeping it out the other end, which is just as vital, and you know, get clean sheets at one end and score at the other. I think, you know, the performances have been brilliant, but like I said, it's the result that matters.
You've been in this situation playing for a young team at Everton. It's a cup tie, it's a cup competition, and the lads want to do well in it.
Yeah, and like nights like this under the lights is great. You know, like you said, a little bit of spot of rain, and it's a great night for it. And you know, lads who've been named on the team sheet will want to impress, and I'm sure the lads who come on as sub want to impress as well to cement the place in the team.
How good is it to have Tyler Onyango back? He got 80 minutes at the last time we played at Southport.
Yeah, it's great to have Big Ty back. He looks sharp, he's come back really well, and just shows his professionalism, coming back a little bit earlier than expected and right in the deep end, and played 80 minutes like you said. And you know, lad's a great lad and great professional, and I'm sure you're seeing that now with his performances.
How much are you enjoying your role with the 23s?
I love it, yeah. You know, always learning off Uns and John. Know the game inside out, and being around them on the training pitch is just magnificent for me, and you know, experiences money can't buy.
Great shooters them two, aren't they? 2 good lads to learn from.
They certainly are. You know, to be, like I said, to be around them and to be around them for so long and see how they do it, even team talks and how they get the lads going and stuff like that, it's phenomenal for me to see. He's been different class with me Uns, and you know, couldn't look at a better mentor to be around. And
I've seen you in and amongst the lads, and the old Jose Baxter banter seems to be working with the young lads. It's important, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and like you said, especially when results aren't going too well, you need to pick the lads up, and you know, I'm not saying you go and have a laugh, there's a time and a place for all that, but yeah, certainly you need to keep the lads on board and keep their heads held high, because like I said, performances are going well.
Good luck tonight, Jose.
Cheers, thank you.
Premier League Cup Group D action at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club, and there's confirmation of the Everton lineup. Harry Tyler in goal, Kyle John, Eli Campbell, Reece Welch, Ryan Astley. Couldn't have gone much stronger, Snods, could he?
No, it's a hell of a strong team, it really is. So the expectation level will be high for this evening's game.
We lost our first game in Group D against Sheffield United a few weeks ago by 3-1. There's the Burnley side. Jake Rooney there, number 5, is cousin of Wayne. Ready to go here. Referee is Aaron Jackson. Lewis Dobbin, Tyler Onyango, Eli Campbell and Tom Cannon all lining up there on the halfway line.
I've noticed the name Mellon as well in the Burnley lineup. Mickey Mellon, manager of Tranmere's son.
He's here tonight. And a former manager of Tranmere, Mike Jackson, is the Burnley under-23 coach at the moment. Referee just waiting. Everton against Burnley. Not sure what he's waiting for. Just having a word with Ryan Astley. Not sure what this is all about here, Snods. He did a little bit of a theatrical warm-up, which concerned me a touch.
I thought it was Brian Glover off a Kez when he was warming up.
He doesn't want to start it, does he?
Can we change that, Daz? 148 appearances. I played loads more than that.
I know. I think they just get it off Wikipedia and just count the league games. It has been noted. And the referee checks with the 2 goalkeepers. Checks his watch again. And finally, we are underway at Southport. Premier League Cup. Everton, of course, technically are the holders of this competition. We're defending our title because we won it a couple of seasons ago and it hasn't been played since. It was decided not to finish the tournament a couple of years ago, and then we decided not to play it at all last season when the global pandemic severely restricted the fixtures. Lewis Warrington bundled over there by Ben Woods. Ryan Astley likes his teams to start well, Unzi Snods, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's really important that you do start well as well. It sets it up for the rest of the game. You have that first spell. If you're sloppy in possession first 5 or 10 minutes, you tend to be sloppy for 45 until you get into the dressing room and hear Unzi. So yeah, it's important that you make sure your first ball's to a blue shirt. It's crisp. Keep the ball moving.
Want to win your first battle as well, don't you?
You have.
Lewis Warrington, he won't be found wanting when the challenges are going in. Ryan Astley clips it forward towards Tom Cannon. Kyle John trying to get on the end of the loose ball but can't do so, and it's smacked high into the air. That'll be a throw in for Everton. Like you mentioned in our intro, Snods, there's not a whiff of wind tonight.
No, it's great. It's a lovely evening for playing. I was going to get well wrapped up, big coat on, and then quite surprised.
Yeah, just a little chill in the air. You'd expect. Reece Welch to Eli Campbell, scored his first under-23 goal in the 4-2 win against Leeds United here last week.
Great comeback from 2 down.
Yeah,
really was.
Great game as well, and the boys had lost their previous 5 games, so to go 2-0 down must have really dispirited them, but they really did stick at it and dig in, and got the goal from this man Eli Campbell just on the stroke of half time, and it set the Blues up beautifully for a second half fight back. Throwing for Everton. He's agile, isn't he?
He is agile. We've got a good attacking lineup as well. Lewis Dobbin, who's been on first team duty on the subs bench, is in there with Tom Cannon.
Kyle John just couldn't keep the ball. Back with Luke Jensen, who stumbles and gets more height than distance as a consequence. Warrington, cleared off by Price to Dobbin. Dispossessed by Nijai Tucker. Interesting character, Nijai Tucker came to Burnley from Bermuda when he was 14 years of age. Established himself in the under-23 side. You're looking for a big game from Tyler tonight,
I am.
You?
Yeah, I am. I know he's been out with the injury, but he's the kind of player that I like to see run a game.
Sloppy ball off from Lewis Warrington. Great tackle by Reece Welsh. And then Isaac Price is upended by his opposite number 8, Ben Woods. Campbell. Ryan Astley. Lewis Warrington for Everton. Patient build-up. Charlie Whittaker fouled.
He did well there, Charlie, because his first touch had just got away from him, and he just waited for the tackle to come in and went to ground.
There's that tackle by Reece Welsh just as Mickey Mellon's lad was about to shoot.
Yeah, it's a good tackle, edge of the box, had to be won. Humsey loves to push his two wing backs really on.
Yeah, they're both quick as well, aren't they? Now then, Lewis Dobbin. Nice. I thought it was a nice first touch, but the angle was against me. It was also against Lewis Dobbin. Reece Welsh fizzes it to Campbell. First time ball to Dobbin. Good take by Lewis Dobbin. He just runs out of space, gets a heavy touch on it, and the opportunity to get the ball into the penalty area is lost.
Yeah, his first touch was good. As the ball's been driven into him, he's got touch and then just had to compose himself a little bit.
Done the hard part, hasn't
he had, and then he tried rushing it to try and getting the ball into the box, and unfortunately he's run it out of play.
There's Tom Cannon. He'll be hoping to get on the score sheet tonight. Hasn't found the net yet this season. Well, Lucas Jensen won't be pleased with that one. Young Danish goalkeeper. Straight into touch.
Yeah, watching him warm up earlier, he's a tall lad. He's probably 6'2". He handled the ball quite well, what I was watching.
Good feet from Tyler Onyango. Whittaker done well to keep it alive. Here's Kyle John. Nice footballer, Tyler.
Yeah, his awareness is good. When he picks the ball up, he's got a picture of it when he arrives to him, and that's a sign of a good player.
Got that cameo run out with Thierry Small, didn't he, against Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup last season. So whatever happens from now on in, he can call himself an Everton footballer, and to be picked by Carlo Ancelotti.
Not bad on your CV, is it?
7 minutes gone here at Southport. Still waiting for this game to really catch light. Burnley haven't offered a great deal. Everton have had the bulk of the possession, but Lucas Jensen as yet remains untested. Burnley are currently top of Group D. They beat Sheffield United 3-0, but lost 2-1 against Peterborough. Burnley, Peterborough, Sheffield United all on 3 points. Everton yet to get off the mark, so we need to win tonight to keep our Premier Cup hopes alive.
We'll be on 3 points after tonight.
Beat Newcastle United, of course, 1-0 in the final 3 years ago. Here's Tyler Onyango. Price back to Onyango again. Just couldn't take it with him. Nice cushion ball by Josh McGlynn. Picked up by Owen Dodson. Oh, and that could be a yellow card, that, for Charlie Whittaker. was a silly challenge from Charlie Whittaker. Clipped the heels of Anthony Glennon.
Yeah, only 8 minutes into the game as well. Referee is going to book Charlie.
Quite rightly so. It was daft, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
No need.
It was. The lad had got away from Charlie, and he's now got 82 minutes to behave himself, really.
Owen Dodgson played it to Anthony Glennon, and he outdid Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie it's silly. It's a naive challenge, isn't it? I mean, thankfully he's not the sort to get himself booked, so he should be okay, shouldn't he, for the remaining 82 minutes? But down goes Anthony Glennon, born in Bootle. Anthony Glennon, the full-back, was about to take this free kick. Well watched by Eli Campbell. I always think it's a shame we don't get more supporters into us, the 23 slots.
Yeah, I'm just looking over to the main stand there. There's usually a few more than what there's in this evening, does. But give the lads a massive lift if there were plenty more in.
Here's Lewis Warrington. Back to Ryan Astley. Eventually, all the way back to Harry Tyra. Jose Baxter made a good point to me actually before the game. I was chatting to him and he said, wouldn't it be nice for some of the under 15s and 16s maybe to play a couple of their fixtures here at Southport?
Yeah,
just to get them used to playing in the football stadium. Here's Tyler Onyango driving forward, plays it to Kyle John. Can Kyle John get a shot away? Clips it back into the penalty area, and Tyler Onyango's looping header is safely gathered by the goalkeeper. Best moment of the game.
Yeah, good burst from Tyler there. He picked the ball up, advanced 20-30 yards, played it out to Kyle John. So it's a decent ball in because he's not got much backlift there, and he just clipped it back into the box. Tyler couldn't get enough power on his header to trouble the keeper.
There's Glennon. And Woods back to Glennon again. Jacob Beddoe. Rooney. Often ball forward from Jake Rooney. Everton will build from the back again here at Southport. 11 minutes, approaching 11 minutes gone. 0-0. Beddoe with the header, picked up by Lewis Warrington, but he can only find Anthony Glennon into this left-hand channel. Mellon will chase it down, but Ryan Astley has that situation under full control. Lewis Warrington. Ireland from Beddoe. Tom Cannon wins the first header, Isaac Price the second. Whittaker flicks it to that left-hand side where Lewis Dobbin will pick it up under real pressure from Finn Armstrong on the far side. He's done really well, Dobbin. Inside the penalty area, pulls it back, and it's cleared away. It's a corner kick, but good play that by Lewis Dobbin. Good determination.
It was good ability down the far side there. He's somehow got to the byline, used his pace. We see him there get his body in between the Burnley player and the ball. He could have, but he's done well. This touch there, he's left the defender for dead there and pulled it back. Defender's done well to get back in play, but good play by Lewis Dobbin. Just his change of pace, this one now, when he takes it there,
Corner kick for Everton. Charlie Whittaker takes it. It's cleared. That's a great leap by Charlie Whittaker. That's a nasty fall, that. Right on the small of his back, he'll have felt that, and quite rightly the referee stops the game. It was a prodigious leap by Charlie Whittaker.
Yeah, you could see that he
landed really heavily.
You could see, does that he were going to land like that as well.
Not sure if he's going to get any treatment here.
I don't think he wants any. I think he said to the referee, "I'll be all right."
There's the replay. Chases it down with Nijai Tucker. The referee's given a free kick as well. I don't think he had given a free kick.
No, he hadn't given a free kick because he carried on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strange decision.
I'm not sure it was a foul.
No.
Charlie's jumped higher, won the ball, and then gone over the back of.
But the referee played under, so he didn't give a free kick.
No.
So how can he give a free kick once it's
he's
stopped?
changed his mind, hasn't he? Well, Burnley won't be overly pleased if this ends up in the back of the net. Whittaker will take the free kick. Welsh and Astley are forward from the back. Whittaker thankfully fit enough to continue, but makes an absolute mess of the free kick. He's better than that.
He's well better than that. He'll be disappointed in that, which I think if justice were right, he shouldn't have been a free kick from that area anyway. But Charlie's Hughes got better quality than that.
Goal kick for the Clarets. Premier League 2, Division 2 Burnley, under 23s, currently 4th in that table, so they're having a decent enough season at their own level. Hooked away by Ryan Astley. Now Tom Cannon will chase that down with Beddoe. He'll get there first as well. Tom Cannon holds it up nicely. Oh, Isaac Price just slips at an inopportune moment, and Jacob Beddoe hoops the ball into touch. Throw in for Everton. There's not a great deal here to worry me, Snods, from this Burnley team.
No, you're thinking like that. I was impressed by Tom Cannon's pace there. Just shows that if you do get it over the top, I think he's got the beating for pace of these Burnley defenders.
Lewis Warrington just about manages to retain possession for Everton. Reece Welsh, no way forward, so he plays a heavy ball back to Harry Tyra, who gets it under, plays it to Astley. Again, no way forward, field to Warrington. Good ball, Tom Cannon. Trying to outmuscle two Burnley players, just couldn't manage it. Glennon to Owen Dodgson, one of a number of Burnley players who arrived at the club from Manchester United. Here's Welsh. Back in action on Saturday. The under-23s down at the Kingsmeadow Stadium in West London.
They've got a couple of tough games coming up. Man City as well, is
Manchester City on the horizon, Chelsea will be a tough game, always is. Went there last year a couple of times actually to the Kingsmeadow Stadium, one for the 23 game and one for the FA Youth Cup tie. Astley. Got to be patient, Everton, haven't they?
I'm just looking at the two centre backs. They're splitting. Lewis Warrington's coming in to a more defensive role to pick the ball up and set the ball moving from there. Isaac Price is pushing on, just in behind the strikers. So you'd expect Lewis Warrington to get on the ball a hell of a lot this evening.
It's a high one from Welsh. Cannon does really well, not just to win it, but to direct the header towards Charlie Whittaker. Whittaker just plays behind Kyle John. Here's Onyango. It's a poor ball from Lewis Warrington. It was a risky ball and it wasn't well executed either. Tucker gets it back again off the captain Mark Helm. Here's Tucker again. Carl John comes across to chip it forward. It's a clever little chip forward, picked up by Charlie Whittaker. Nice little pirouette from Whittaker. Anthony Glennon fouls Whittaker. That'd be a free kick for Everton. Well, you mentioned that Lewis Warrington's going to get on the ball a lot. He's going to have to be better than that, Snods.
I know what he was trying, a crossfield ball there, but unfortunately didn't have enough pace on to get to where he intended to go.
Lewis double. Too heavy a pass to find Tom Cannon. We've just got to be a little bit more careful with the football.
We have. Once or twice now in the opening 18 minutes of the game, we've just give it away far too often, not played it into feet. That's all we've got to do. We've got to get into the feet of Tom Cannon and Dobbin, and then get Whittaker and Price in support of them two.
7th playing of the Premier League Cup 22-22 as Dodgson picks up the ball for Burnley. Glennon provides the overlap, crossed into the box, volleyed away by Warrington, picked up by Dodgson again. Field to Mark Helm. There's Jake Rooney. Tucker. Finn Armstrong, the fullback, has to go all the way back to Rooney, and he plays it back to Jensen. The Premier League Cup was first played in 2014, by the way. Reading won the first one. Southampton, West Ham, Swansea, Aston Villa and ourselves have won it since then.
You're a mine of infamy.
Roll off the tongue, don't you? Roll off the tongue. Michael Mellon for Burnley. The players in support here. Tucker's one of them. It wasn't a good ball. Headed forward by Ben Woods, but picked up by Tyler Onyango, and he finds Eli Campbell. We stay at 0-0. 19 and a half minutes gone here at Southport Football Club. Everton 0, Burnley 0.
The keeper's really been tested.
No, not at all. Just a looping header from Onyango. It was a comfortable catch. Welsh again.
I find it so frustrating, football, whatever level it is, whether it's our first team, whether it's you're watching anybody else, but you've got a ball inside their half, look forward and we play it back, go square and back.
It's the way football's gone.
It is. I'm afraid to say it is, but at times it's not for me, Des. I love to see people getting forward.
Reece Welsh right on cue. Great ball to Kyle John. Kyle John gets a little bit of space for the cross. Helm wins the header and Glennon whacks it away. Astley cushions it to the feet of Lewis Warrington. Warrington just spins into a little bit of space and plays it wide again to Kyle John. It's another good ball in from Kyle John, volleyed away by Armstrong. Campbell loses his footing momentarily. Everton win it back, but play it back.
See, that's when Why has he played it back to the keeper?
Yeah.
Move it, keep the ball moving, the tempo of the game.
These are quite compact, Burnley, aren't they? Quite rigid. You can see the two banks of four. No way through again.
But that's the way to pull them out of shape, is to play forward.
Yeah.
If you could just keep playing it square and back, they're just going to stay in the shape, rigid.
Good play by Charlie Whittaker. Draws the foul from Mark Helm, another former Manchester United player. Clearly keep an eye on players who get released by Manchester United. They've snaffled up quite a few of them. Dobbin dispossessed by Nijai Tucker. Dobbin goes back for more though. Armstrong comes out with the ball. Reece Welsh has to find touch thrown for Burnley on the far side. Approaching the midway point in the first half, and not a great deal to excite the paltry attendance.
It's a frustrating 21 and a half minutes, to be quite honest.
David Unsworth just issuing some instructions. Price to Onyango. Now can he open up this well-organised Burnley rearguard? Nope. There's the answer to that one. Here's Dodgson. Nice 1-2 with Woods, and Dodgson attacks this left flank. Then he switches the play very well to find Tucker. Tucker's closed down by Eli Campbell. Tucker back to Dodgson. Glennon provides the overlap. Here is Glennon inside the penalty area. Challenge from Kyle John. Corner kick Burnley.
Yeah, worked it well.
Used the full width of the pitch, didn't he?
Dodgson, who switched the ball there, does it with a great ball, and then they patiently come back to this side again and resulted in a corner kick.
Great job.
Everybody back for Everton. Would you leave one or two
I'd leave 2 up.
Yeah, because they're not flooding the box, are they, Burnley? They've got including the they've only got 5 players in the box.
Lewis Dobbin, who's got pace, go up on the halfway line. Charlie Whittaker, and they've got to put 3 back.
Yeah. In comes the corner kick. Helm back into the box, dealt with by Welsh. Armstrong nods it back forward. Tucker picks it up on the edge of the box and clips it into the danger zone. Headed away by Campbell. Kyle John will prevent the corner. Whittaker. Nice play. 2 on Yango. Go on. Now can we open them up? Warrington. Keep it moving. Finds Isaac Price. Price carries the ball forward. Plays it to Lewis Dobbin. Dobbin onto Campbell. Campbell into the penalty area, just too high for Cannon. And has that gone for a corner? Yes, it has.
He's good play down that left-hand side. It's a great ball in. It really is. But I'm looking, can we get bodies in the box? Isaac Price just a little bit late getting in there. Charlie Whittaker, we had Tom Cannon really. That was the only person in the box at the time.
When you consider where the move starts, it's not down by a corner flag. That's what you want. That's exactly what you wanted to see, isn't it?
Lovely clip ball there from Charlie Whittaker.
Whittaker will now take the corner. There he is, the Everton number 7. Everybody back for Burnley. Whittaker can get a touch on it. Headed away by Woods. Tucker chases it down. That'll be a throw in for Burnley. Didn't make the best of that, did we?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Let's get the chance to speak to anyone before the game's not, Ebo or?
Yeah, I did. Had a little word with Ebo and Jose Baxter.
Yep.
Obviously in a coaching role now at the club he loves.
Ryan Astley for Everton. Back to the goalkeeper, draws a grimace from Snods.
I'm not saying any more. Let the lads do whatever they want to do.
Back it goes again to Harry Tyra. Ryan Astley. Foul, wasn't it? Yes, says the referee. Silly foul as well by Josh McGlynn. Onyango can't find a blue shirt. Good win though. The loose ball falls to Finlay Armstrong. He plays it to Rooney. Rooney plays it back to Jensen, and again he fluffs the clearance and could. Well, he's got out of jail there. It was an awful clearance by the goalkeeper. His kicking hasn't looked the best tonight. Ryan Astley wins the header. Lewis Warrington picks up the loose ball on. Yango takes over. Here's Warrington again. And again. Back to Welsh. And he plays it to the left-hand side, halfway line to Eli Campbell. And he gets it back again. Reece Welsh looks up. Here's the call from Kyle John. Good take from the young Welshman. Infield to Lewis Warrington. Back to Reece Welsh. It's all very pedestrian at the moment.
Yeah, it is. You need 1 or 2 players. That's when you realise how good players are. One of these should be head and shoulders above everybody else and say, right, this is my night tonight. I'm going to demand the ball. I'm going to break forward. I'm going to play quick. I'm going to be best player on this pitch. At the minute, everybody's just playing within themselves.
Yeah, it's safe, isn't it?
Yeah, do something out in the ordinary for people to think, wow, that was different class.
Here's Ryan Astley for Everton. Right to Kyle John. Infield to Lewis Warrington. Back it goes to Reece Welsh. Now it's with Isaac Price. Switches the play to Astley. Rooney heads it away. Yango puts a foot in. High foot, says the referee. Free kick. 0-0. And in truth, Snods, it hasn't looked like being anything other.
It's been a difficult watch at the minute. Burnley have not created anything. and we, as you said, we've had that little header, and that was it to know, really.
Jensen knocks it forward. Campbell. Get it down and play, shouts David Unsworth. Doesn't like it when his defenders just hit an anywhere will do clearance. Here's Campbell again, getting his shirt pulled by Mellon, but play on, says the referee. Took it into the penalty area. And Dodson almost got on the end of it. It's only just bounced out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Burnley, actually.
You know what, that is a great ball in, a terrific ball in. I think Carl John's hurt himself at the back post there, but what a ball this is.
Nijai Tucker just clipped it in nicely. How's he given a corner there? Yeah. Clearly the Burnley player, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Carl John got a knock in the back for his troubles as well, and it's a corner kick for Burnley. Still alive inside the penalty area. Price gets a head on it. Dobbin hooks it to safety. Beddoe. Glennon. Beddoe again. Helm to Glennon. Towards the edge of the penalty area. Mellon knocks it down for Rooney. Rooney plays it to Owen Dodson. Dodson's got Tucker in support if he needs him, and he does. The young boy from Bermuda takes on Warrington, gets another good ball into the penalty area. And Jake Rooney, well, his effort looked to be deflected wide, but the referee's given a goal kick.
He looks quite lively, the boy on the right hand side does. Tucker, did you say it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looks as though he's got a little bit about him. Put 2 good balls in now at the near post as well, so yeah, looks sharp.
Oh, Everton give it away. Now, real chance inside the penalty area. Good challenge comes in from Brian Astley. Oh, sloppy Snods, Lindsay won't like that.
Very, very sloppy. I don't know what we were trying to do there, and Burnley have just got hold of possession quickly. I think it's Reece there.
Welsh. Here's controlled by Eli.
It's a bad first touch by Eli. And it's a good block in the end. Ryan Astley's tried to come over. Gets a good block in.
An unforced error. Corner kick. Referee just wants to sort out a little bit of argy-bargy inside the penalty area. The usual pushing and pulling and shoving inside the box as you wait for the corner. In comes the corner, headed away well by Isaac Price. Armstrong picks it up for Burnley. Glennon. Now then, here's a chance. Warrington. Oh, he overruns it. Heavy touch. Tyler Onyango spins the ball towards Tom Cannon. Nice little flick on by Cannon. Lewis Dobbin has got Jacob Beddoe for company. Dobbin's quick. Beddoe's quick too, but Dobbin forgets to take the ball with him. Move breaks down. Mellon has it for Burnley. Onyango in pursuit. Down goes Mellon. That'll be a free kick for the Clarets.
Lewis has got to do better there. He's got one-on-one situation, and he tried a trick before he even took the ball with him.
Just not making the most of the rare opportunities we get, Snods, are we?
We're not. It's been a frustrating 30 minutes. Really has.
Free kick for Burnley. Mark Helm, Ben Woods are over the ball. Helm takes it, finds Dodson. Dodson gets past Kyle John. He's it right to Glennon. Glennon's cross into the penalty area is over everybody. Eli Campbell sees it away.
It's another decent ball put in there by the Burnley full-back there.
They're having their best spell of the game.
Yeah, they have. They put probably 3 quality balls in there. Yeah, we're just looking at the boss on the sideline, David Unsworth, and he's deep breaths at the minute. He's I don't think he's liking what he's seen at the minute.
Have a strong word with them at the half-time.
Lewis Dobbins trying his luck on this right hand side now. Does seems to have switched wing.
Leslie hooks it clear. Helm picks it up, plays it to Dodson. Dodson's early cross was towards Mellon, but it was cleared exactly towards Josh McGlynn. Scrambled away by Ryan Astley. Throw-in for Burnley.
Just throwing it straight out of play as well.
Sums the game up so far, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, Michael Jackson, who's managed Tranmere Rovers and Shrewsbury Town, now in charge of Burnley under-23s, and David Unsworth alongside him in the Everton dugout. I don't think neither manager will be overly pleased with what they've seen in this opening 33.5 minutes. It's been pretty turgid stuff at times. Armstrong with the throw-in for Burnley. Looking for McGlynn. That was a none too subtle foul by Josh McGlynn, Scottish Youth International. Kyle John. Onyango. Back to Ryan Astley. Back to Reece Welsh. Price. Knocks it long. Dobbin goes up with Glennon. Dobbin gets a flick on. Cannon hooks it over his own shoulder towards Kyle John, who does really well to keep it in, and wins a throw by the corner flag.
Yeah, he did do well there. It's just a flick on from Tom Cannon, as you said, and he had a lot to do, but he's got bags of pace, as Kyle John, down this right hand side.
Kyle John takes the throw in to Tyler Onyango. Warrington. Dispossessed. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Mark Helm for Burnley. He's up on a yellow card.
Yeah,
he probably had a little tug of his shirt.
He would have
there,
done as well. Yeah, he did well in the end, because he tracked him back, and without putting his foot in, he made the Burnley player go back. But yeah, he has got to be careful.
Eli Campbell with the throw-in. Onyango got Kyle John on this right-hand side in a bit of space. Hasn't really had the chance to push and run in this first half, Kyle John. Plays it in field to Onyango. I'm not sure that was meant for Kyle John. Another move breaks down rather tepidly. Mellon. Big lad, isn't he?
He is, only 17 apparently. Yeah, he looks looks well built.
Here's Armstrong on the right hand side for Burnley. And towards McGlynn. Here's Helm. Ben Woods. Starting to grow into the game, Burnley. Dodgson will take on Kyle John. Then he'll whip the ball into the penalty area. Cleared by Astley. Kyle John helps it on its way towards Lewis Dobbin. Jake Rooney wins the header. Helm finds Ejai Tucker. Woods going to go for goal, shoots for goal, safely gathered by Harry Tyra, and that's just about the first effort.
Yeah, but they're just starting to open us up a little bit, trying to get the ball out wide. They've knocked 3 or 4 decent balls in now. The lad on the far side, Tucker, looks quite, as I mentioned before, looks quite lively.
I think Michael Jackson will say to his players, this game's here for the taking if we want it enough.
And I think the players will see on the pitch that it is. We've got to lift our game. We've got to raise our game in every department.
Good ball by Price to Kyle John. Then John puts the afterburners on. Oh, and then dinks it into the penalty area and wins a corner kick.
Yeah, where he just, as he got there, showed again great pace, and then he's just got his feet caught in on the grass there. He went to clip one in, and he's dug his studs into the ground, I think.
Corner kick. Johnny Whittaker comes across to take it. Astley and Welsh join the attacking players inside the penalty area, so does Eli Campbell. Once again, Burnley have got everybody back. Now then, is this the moment for the breakthrough? And it comes from Whittaker. Jensen comes a long way, doesn't get it at the first attempt, gathers it at the second. Nothing wrong with the corner.
No, he's tried a couple where he's whipped them before and they've been cleared by the first man, so he's kind of clipped that one in.
Yeah.
The keeper didn't really come really strong and positive.
There's Dodgson. Back to Glennon. Jacob Beddoe. A little bit of experience in the Football League with Scunthorpe United. And Berry. Forward, Welsh deals with it, but there's the danger man. Nijai Tucker picks it up, past one, past two. It has to go back to Dodgson. Dodgson shoots for goal, it's blocked by Astley. Burnley win it back though. Dodgson again, to Tucker again. And Helm shoots high over the bar, but they're growing in confidence.
Yeah, there's a couple of the Burnley players that are just starting to get a grip of this game. It's important that, as I said, when you're playing in these games, you just think, I'm going to be the best player on this pitch today. That's what I always used to go out with, the intention. You never did it every week in and week out, but if you went out with that mentality, right, it's about me today, I'm going to run the show, I'm going to get on the ball, I'm going to make forward runs, I'm going to do this. And if everybody thought like that collectively, you play at a much higher tempo.
There's no one standing out, no one catching the eye here, is there?
And that's what it's about. There's people watching there in the scouts that want to take the players on loan and everything, and you'd think, right, this is going to be my night today. I'm going to dominate the player that I'm playing against.
Conditions are just about perfect, aren't they?
Can't get better conditions.
Here's Lewis Dobbin, back to John. Tyler Onyango drives between two defenders, gets inside the penalty area and wins a corner. That's more like it.
But it's like Lewis Dobbin does. He's been training with the first team regular now for the last 3 weeks. He's on the bench. He's got chances of coming on. If I was him, I'd be 10 foot tall when I went on this pitch in a under 23 game.
Change of corner taker. Lewis Warrington's going to try his luck. Four minutes to go before half time. Warrington's corner hits the first defender and is cleared. It's a bugbear of ours, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Warrington drops it short to Kyle John. Whittaker. Warrington again. That's better. Needed to be attacked and it wasn't. Tucker picks it up. Good play again. Just overhits the pass towards Dodgson.
He's the one who stood out really for me in this first 42 minutes of the game.
We've got some visual entertainment for you at half time. We've got our latest edition of 24/7 with Andros Townsend. Oh goodness me, that wasn't the best of balls. An awful ball that, wasn't it? Not sure what he was trying to do there.
Trying to play it back to his centre back actually, but Isaac got it all wrong there.
Yeah, got the latest edition of there's Leighton Baines in the stand looking on. Part of the coaching setup at Everton these days. Andros Townsend's 24/7 coming up for you at half time, and we've got a new stadium update as well. Be on during the break. Glennon takes the throw in, comes off the back of the head of Kyle John. It'll be another throw-in for Burnley. A couple of minutes to go before half-time. David Unsworth, I think, will have some strong words with his boys, because the tempo needs to be better.
That's what it is. Exactly what it is, Daz. It's a little bit laboured. Just play your balls crisper into feet, into your strikers, and try and move it a bit quicker when you're playing it along the back. It's too pedestrian.
And you've got a corner here on this left-hand side. No better time to score a goal than on the cusp of half-time. And Everton once again have pulled everybody back. In comes the corner, little flick at the near post, it's in the air, punched away by Harry Tyra, picked up by Lewis Dobbin, forward towards Isaac Price. Not a great deal ahead of Isaac Price for a counter-attack. Tom Cannon makes a forward run, great run, but not a good ball from Lewis Dobbin.
Do you know, if Lewis Dobbin could have played him in, it was a terrific run by Tom Cannon. He had got the pace, as I mentioned in the first few minutes, got the pace of beating the Burnley defenders.
Yango nods it on, but only for Helm. He gives it away. Careless play by the Burnley skipper, picked up by Isaac Price, rolls it wide to Lewis Dobbin. Dobbin is held up by Armstrong, has to bring the ball in field and just touches it into the path of Lewis Warrington. Here's on Yango. Campbell into the penalty area, cleared by Rooney. Warrington trying to bring it back from Michael Mellon, and Mellon is fouled, and it'll be a free kick for the Clarets. Some of the deliveries haven't been the best from the wide position.
No, they haven't. No, we're forcing them, and I'm sure we're going to see an improvement second half. I'm sure David and his coaching staff will have words, as you say, and hopefully encourage them to do what we're saying, get the ball forward quicker and move it quicker.
There'll be 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half. Oh, Ryan Astley just nods the ball into the path of Josh McGlynn. Thankfully, Reece Welch is there to tidy up. Campbell towards Lewis Dobbin. Infield to Warrington. Is the one last chance for Everton to get the ball forward. Kyle John takes it in his stride nicely on this right-hand side. Infield to Warrington. Lewis Warrington driving forward, then plays it to Isaac Price. Price into the penalty area. Cannon goes up. You can only glance it wide, and well, we did get the ball into the box one last time, but we didn't make a great deal of it.
Yeah, just overhit it again. Tom Cannon pulling to the back post. Keep his eyes at Price, just trying to find him there. Just a little bit too high for him to get any kind of contact on it.
Goal kick for Burnley. I think our referee Aaron Jackson will blow the half-time whistle once Lucas Jensen propels the ball forward into this dark Southport sky. 60 seconds just about up. There you go, half-time whistle, and in the words of the song, things can only get better.
Yeah, they certainly can. It was I thought where we started the first couple of minutes, then we were going to be on top, we were going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. It hasn't happened. Stalemate. They've put some telling balls in, 3 or 4 telling balls in Burnley, but not really threatened our goal as such. Keeper's not had anything to do, so hopefully it will improve second half.
It's all been rather pedestrian in the opening 45 minutes. As I say, we've now got some entertainment for you. You'll be able to see Andros Townsend's 24/7 trailer, and we'll also have a new stadium video update for you as well. At half-time here at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. Stalemate, Everton 0, Burnley 0.
Andros, let's start off at the beginning. Born in London, tell us a bit about your early memories growing up in the capital.
I remember I played for my local side, Ridgeway Rovers. I think I was 7 maybe. I knew from early on I was probably the best player there, or one of the best players there at the time. I had trials everywhere. I don't know if it was the actual academies or the Centre of Excellence, but I had trials at Arsenal, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, all the London sides, and I was trialling with Arsenal for a year, and then after a year they said that I was too small, too slight, which all the academies back in those days used to say. Then I went straight to Spurs. I think I scored a hat-trick against Leyton Orient in a friendly match on my debut, and they signed me straight away, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Moving to Everton, up to the northwest for the first time, living here. How have you found it so far?
It's been really good, actually. I was actually really surprised because I'm actually a London boy, been in London most of my career, so moving up to North, I thought maybe take some time to adjust, but it's an amazing city. You have everything you want. The kids love it because there's soft plays, there's restaurants, there's anything they could want within a 10, 20 minute drive, whereas, as you know, in London, it takes you 30 minutes to get out your own, to the end of your own road. So, yeah, we're loving it here. The kids are loving it. The missus is loving it. So, yeah, we're happy with the start and we've made in Liverpool so far.
And we'll touch on it more later on, but the people have really seems to take to you as well. Have you experienced that in the streets and been around the place?
Yeah, again, it's a massive difference to London. You walk past people in London, they don't even say hi, they don't even look at you, whereas these guys are so friendly, they're so welcoming. Everyone I've met on the street, even before I started playing and scoring, they would welcome me to the club, how happy they were to have me. Whether they meant it or not is another thing, but no, it's such a welcoming city, everyone's so friendly, and yeah, like I said, we're loving being up here.
Has there been anything that's taken you by surprise by the area, Liverpool itself? Has it all been sort of what you expected?
Just how much there is to do, how much there is here. It's a massive city. Obviously, coming from London, you think anything else is a downgrade, but there's so much to do here. And like I said, yeah, I live 10 minutes from the training ground, whereas in London, I lived an hour and a half from the Palace training ground. So it's nice. I get to spend more time with kids, and they enjoy it, like I said, because of all the activities for kids here and all the things to do, the shopping centres. So yeah, all in all, it definitely has surprised me.
Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful, clear day here at Bramley-Moore Dock, and as I've said on numerous occasions before, it really is fascinating to come down here to the site and observe the subtle changes that are taking place as everything comes together. Now, today is a hugely significant day in the entire Bramley-Moore project. Today is the day that the foundations, the very foundations of Everton's brand new stadium will be laid. To find out a bit more, I spoke to Danny Jones. Danny, there's a huge drill behind us that I've not seen before. What's it doing?
So we're currently drilling for the foundations for the northern stand, the western terrace. So we basically drill down to around 15-16 metres. You'll see that at the minute he's actually concreting, so the drill's got a big hollow stem inside. So as he drills, he then pump concrete through to the bottom, through the hollow stem, replacing the bore with essentially just a column of concrete, and then we place the reinforcement caging inside the bore, and then that's when you'll start connecting the pile caps for the main structure to build on.
How many holes similar to this one are you going to have to do in total?
Looking in the region at the minute, I think around 2,500.
Wow.
The 600 diameter, I think all the piles around that 600 diameter. The deepest pile we've got is about 18 metres long, roughly taking anywhere around 4 to 6 cubic metres per pile.
So this is going to take quite a while, isn't it? Can you estimate how long those 2,500 will take?
So I think we're anticipating, depending on obviously the progress of the dock, middle of next year completion of the piling. We have got some different type of piling over here, where we've got a bit of a couple of piles, some bridge. We've got some granite to core through, which we'll be doing the back end of next year. Yeah, quite a few piles, definitely.
So this process here, it's absolutely essential. Nothing else can happen without this.
Yeah. Without the pile, just the nature of the ground, there's certain loads, so obviously with the stand and the fans sitting on the stand as well. Certain loads which need to be transferred somehow, and obviously the way we do that is through a piled foundation. It's a big field for us. We drill, fill, and move on to the next one. But obviously the way we have like the digital models and stuff, I don't know if you've seen that, but it is quite good now. You do actually get to see that, and like we have got a collaborative approach with Expanded and Lango Rock, and it's something that we are getting a bit more exposure to now, and it does look good.
Here's Iwobi. Now James Rodriguez trying to pick out Luca Dean. He's done just that. That's the cutback for Iwobi. That's the shot, and that's the goal. Everton in front. 5 minutes gone here at Molineux. No recognised striker. Well, does it matter? Alex Iwobi hammers home. Took a slight deflection on the way. Who cares? Everton lead at Wolves. Iwobi involved with the initial build-up. James Rodriguez, who else, picking out Luca Dean, and the cutback there for Iwobi to hammer it beyond Rui Patricio. Here's the Wolves corner. Gary Nida got something on it. Aït-Nouri goes past Decore and drills one in, and Wolves are level. Well. Ruben Neves with the finish. Six in the box for Everton, but it only finds the head of Dendoncker. Gomez picks up, sends it back in. It's a decent one. It's Keane. What a header! Brilliant from Michael Keane. Well, he turned 28 yesterday, and that is the best birthday present he could have asked for. What a thumping header to give Everton the lead. 14 minutes to play, and Everton are back in front at Molineux.
Welcome back to the Pure Stadium for the second half. As we said on the stroke of half time, things can only get better. Things will get better. We'll see a better 45 minutes this time around. But a little bit worryingly, Stanley Mills is coming on for Tyler Onyango Snods. Now Tyler's been out for a long time, 6 months with injury, and maybe the idea was to give him 45 today, but he did get 80 against Leeds last week. So I hope that's not a reoccurrence of anything.
Yeah. It is a bit concerning. I thought he would have played a little bit longer. Let's hope it isn't an injury.
We found out from David Unsworth at the end of the game. Referee blows the whistle, and the second 45 minutes in this Premier League Cup tie between Everton and Burnley is underway. Neither side really did enough to warrant an advantage in the first half. We can only hope that the entertainment is significantly better in the second, because it really was a bit pedestrian in the opening period. Woods. Now then, Tucker gets underneath it, cracks the half volley over the crossbar, but an effort on goal after 27 seconds of the second half bodes well for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they just played it into Mellon. He laid it off first time, and the danger man, who I thought was probably the best player on the pitch first half, Tucker, thankfully hit it well over the crossbar.
The boy from Bermuda certainly looked lively, didn't he? Wesley clears his lines, but it's headed into the air by Jacob Beddoe. Dodson flicks it on. McGlynn picks it up. Mellon, clever flick, but well read and well dealt with by Kyle John. Stanley Mills, first involvement is to play towards Tom Cannon. He's pushed over by Jacob Beddoe, and it will be a free kick for the Toffees, which we hope will be played forward. There was just far too much square and backward passing in the opening 45 minutes for your liking, Snod.
Yeah, it looks neat and tidy, but it is frustrating to watch. I'd just rather the boys look forward, and can I see a forward pass is the first intention that should be on the mind.
Charlie Whittaker. Carl John will sprint after that, but he won't get it. Not sure whether that was meant for Mills or Carl John.
I think it was meant for Mills, and he slipped as the ball got driven out to him.
Snod says more, and it was more. In excess of 200.
Throw in. Astley wins it. Price plays it back to Welsh. Welsh back to Harry Tyra. Back to Welsh again. Here's Warrington. Eli Campbell. Good turn by Whittaker. He runs into Armstrong and Burnley win it back again. Here's Mark Helm, the captain. Back to Beddoe. Little layoff to Jake Rooney. And he eventually squeezes it back to Lucas Jensen, who leathers it forward. Mellon wins the header. Welsh went to ground quite early then, and somebody's come off second best. I think it's Mellon. Let's see that one again. It wasn't, it was Owen Dodson. Looked an untidy challenge, didn't it?
Just going to see it. Oh, just a little bit too late there.
Tucker. It's a good ball. Mellon shoots for goal, well blocked by Isaac Price, picked up by Dobbin. Now can he push and run? And not for the first time tonight, Snods, he just hasn't taken the ball with him.
No.
Oh no, says the referee. It was Dobbin on Tucker, and he had the little think, the referee. That's a decent ball. Tom Cannon picks it up. Now then he's got Whittaker with him in support. Tom Cannon brings the ball in field, goes for goal himself and curls it wide. He's desperate to get off the mark for this season. You can't blame him for shooting from there, Snods.
That's a decent effort, it really is. The Burnley players are swarming around the referee. They thought it should have been a free kick on the edge of our box, but no, the ball's
sure.
won. Yeah, he won the ball. It's a fair enough tackle.
There's Dobbin. Just didn't take the ball with him.
Just got to calm down in them situations. We've just seen this one at the edge of... Now he's touched the ball. Was Lewis Dobbin there?
Yeah, here's Tucker. It's a sloppy ball forward, dealt with by Ryan Astley. Beddoe gets his head on it. Anthony Glennon whacks it high into the air. Astley wins the header. Fall for Eli Campbell on this near side, but Tucker read the nod down and just calm as you like, takes the ball off him. Glennon. Dodson plays it back to Jacob Beddoe. Jake Rooney, Wayne's cousin. Ben Woods back to the goalkeeper. Woods again. McGlynn. Helm, good first time pass, sweeps it out wide to Owen Dodson. Oh, that's a clever ball. It's a good run as well by Glennon. Chance for Burnley here. Glennon's in round the back, and it's a foot in from Ryan Astley. But a good bit of football.
Yeah, worked it well down that left-hand side, really did. The fullback Glennon now has got in on a couple of occasions, put a couple of good balls in, got to the byline on that occasion as well. We just see Tom Cannon strike. It was a decent strike.
Corner kick, Burnley. Helm will take it. Everybody back for Everton, and it comes off the head of Ryan Astley. It'll be another corner.
Yeah, he's had to get there as well, Ryan. It's a decent corner kick, put right under the crossbar there.
Another corner. A lively start to the second half. Helm. It's another good corner in. And the referee has blown the whistle. He's seen some pushing and shoving inside the penalty area and given Everton a free kick.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting for something to happen there, because the
blew very
whistle went
quickly,
straight away as soon as it left the corner flag, really.
sure what it was.
No, I didn't.
Tyra. It's over Whittaker, picked up by Beddoe. Beddoe goes in strongly, wins it. Lewis Warrington miscontrols it. Mellon plays it wide to Tucker. Tucker runs it. Eli Campbell. It's an untidy challenge that by Campbell. The referee hasn't given a free kick.
As the linesman stood 3 yards away from that.
I thought that was a foul, mate. Here's Warrington. Infield to Isaac Price. Fizzes it wide to Kyle John. Takes it in his stride. Touches it forward to Stanley Mills. Back to Kyle John. Infield to Price. Price looks for Whittaker, doesn't find him. Another Everton opportunity is wasted.
Yeah, it just hasn't clicked, has it, so far this evening?
No.
And we're only 8 minutes into the second half. We've had that effort from Tom Cannon, but other than that, I think Burnley have started the second half a little bit better.
Yeah. They ended the first half a little bit better, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Can't recall us ever playing Burnley under 23s. We have played them at academy level this year, under 18 level. Beat them 2-1. Be a throw in for Everton. Dave Ainsworth just giving some instructions to his young players. Give it away again. Strong challenge from Ryan Astley and from Lewis Warrington, but the second of which was deemed illegal by the referee, and it's a free kick for Burnley. Rooney. Woods. Mellon nods it on, but Glenn's not going to get there. Took an age there, Reece Welsh, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got to get onto things a little bit quicker. He's going to obviously get closed down in them situations. Get onto it as quick as you can, and then it gives you better option on the ball.
Mellon's forward pass doesn't find Josh McGlynn. And Harry Tyler gets things moving quickly. Ryan Astley brings it forward for Everton. Carries it on, unchallenged. Right, it goes to Kyle John. Infield to Price. Lewis Warrington. Campbell. To Warrington again. It's a good ball. Wide to Kyle John. A little bit of space for Isaac Price to get the ball into the penalty area. Tom Cannon, well, he thought he was pushed in the back. Nothing given. Astley's forward ball is picked up by the Burnley defence. Anthony Glennon. Astley wins it, but Helm will apply a bit more pressure, headed away by Welsh. That looked a foul by Isaac Price. Yep, free kick for Burnley. Ever a game needed a goal.
Yeah, it does. If we got one against us, would it spur us on to come out of the traps a little bit better and get back into this game? But at the minute, we just don't look like scoring a goal, does, which is rather frustrating.
Free kick for Burnley. Mark Helm takes the set pieces. The skipper will put this ball into the penalty area. Everton will have to defend it. And it comes from Helm. Comes off the head of Warrington. It's still inside the penalty area. Chance? No. Thought Jacob Beddoe might have been able to have a stab at the goal. But thankfully not. Lewis Warrington.
That's a great
another good ball. Super ball to Charlie Whittaker, the second great ball he's played. Good early ball as well from Whittaker. Picked up by Dobbin. No, it's not picked up by Dobbin. He's miscontrolled it again. He's got it under now and he'll run it. Jacob Rooney. Back it goes to Eli Campbell. Here's Warrington. Another good ball by Warrington wide to Kyle John. Isaac Price offers the overlap. Kyle John takes on dodge, gets the cross into the box, headed into the air. Lewis Dobbins' volley doesn't reach Charlie Whittaker. The offside flag's up anyway. It's all a little bit pinballish inside the penalty area, and it stays at 0-0 with 57.5 minutes gone.
That's better from Lewis Warrington. He's pinged two great balls out down to that right hand side. The ball into the box from his first ball was a great ball.
That could have caused a problem, that, if it hadn't hit Stanley Mills, couldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know whether Stanley was offside. I don't know if that's why they're when the flag went up. No, he certainly wasn't.
The flag went up when the next phase came. 58 minutes gone, still 0-0. Mountains flags up on this near side. That's better. Takes the free kick quickly. Space for Eli Campbell to run into. He's got Lewis Dobbin wide if he needs him. He plays it to Lewis Dobbin. It's a good ball, a good take by Dobbin as well. Dobbin, tried to square it to Charlie Whittaker, couldn't find him. Stanley Mills picks it up, plays it back to Isaac Price. Keep the ball moving, keep Burnley on the back foot here. John, back to Price. Steadies himself.
That's when it needs to go in the box. It's been rolled back perfectly for Isaac to just whip it for.
He didn't need to take a touch, did he? Dobbin couldn't get past Armstrong. We've got to have more ambition than that, Snods, haven't we? Here's a chance. Charlie Whittaker, blocked, picked up by Isaac Price. He's going to go for goal and gets it wrong. Goal kick for Burnley, but at least we're asking questions.
Yeah, we are. We've got down the signs now a couple of times, put some telling balls in there. Thought Charlie Whittaker was going to have a strike on goal.
Chairman's watching tonight's Snods. We wish him well. He's been a wee bit under the weather last couple of days.
Get well soon, Chairman.
This won't be doing much for him, will it? It'll get better, Chairman, don't worry. 0-0, approaching the hour mark here. Both sides have got substitutes warming up over on the far side. David Unsworth, we think, forced into a change with Tyler Onyango, Snods. It would have been, unless the plan, as we said, was just to give him 45. We hope it's not an injury problem for the young man again. Stanley Mills chases it down. Lennon gets there first. It'll be a throw in for Burnley. There's Welsh. Back to Tyra. Kyle John volleys in field. Now then, Whittaker. He's always going to be given at some point. Jacob Beddoe just too impetuous. It's a free kick for Everton. Price. Astley. Goodness me. Got a free kick in there half the field and it ends up back with the keeper. Here's Welsh. Astley to Warrington. Moves into the space, then plays another good ball down the right hand side to Kyle John. He's quick.
I tell you what, he is quick, isn't he, the left back? Because Kyle John is no slouch. He's certainly he's quickening himself. But that's 2 or 3 balls now that Warrington's put into great positions. Just got it out of his body and switched play. That's what he's got to keep doing. Keep looking forward.
Jensen takes the goal kick. Great climb by Ryan Astley. Good head of that. And by Kyle John. Whittaker just couldn't climb high enough. Astley needs to win it again and obliges. Strong challenge comes in from Ben Woods. But it's more danger to the Berger van than it was to Harry Tyler's goal. live action for you next week from Hartlepool. It'll be me and you on duty, Snods, will it?
It will. Long journey up to Hartlepool. Hopefully we'll be rewarded with a victory.
The Papa John's trophy. Nice ball. Mills picks it up. Can't take on Jacob Beddoe. But at least we're squeezing them a little bit.
Yeah, we are.
We've got to keep it going.
Yeah,
we're
putting more pressure on them. We're playing more in their half than we did the first half. It's a telling ball as well. What a touch.
Nice touch from Dobbin. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can, but it's blocked. And Burnley can bring the ball away. Tucker, tell you what, it was a confident little back pass. Welsh wins the header. Isaac Price can't get the second ball. Welsh nods it down to Warrington. Warrington turns and plays it to Isaac Price. Price wide to Kyle John. Here come Everton again. We're now starting to look the more likely here. It's over Cannon. It's sliced into the air by Armstrong, and he gets quite fortunate.
Yeah, but we're getting forward. You're right. Kyle John now a couple of occasions has got forward down that right hand side.
McGlynn. Mellon. Oh, he's turned away from Ryan Astley. Mellon. And Astley just gets a foot in. He allowed himself to be turned there, didn't he, Mellon?
I'll tell you what, he did great, the big centre forward there. Mellon, he's only 17. He looks a big, strong boy, and great little turn there away from Ryan Ashley.
Slotty again on his near side from Everton, and Lewis Warrington shows his frustration. It's the unforced errors that annoy you the most, don't they?
Yeah, and you do get plenty of them with the young lads.
David Unsworth said to me a few weeks ago, the only consistency in young players is their inconsistency.
Yeah, no, he's right.
You have to accept it, you have to ride the waves. Good jump by Warrington, brave, he knew he was going to get clattered. He's coming into the game now,
he's
Lewis
been more
Warrington.
influential now.
Dobbin, good play by Dobbin. He's away from Armstrong. Armstrong, though, gets back at him. Dobbin, can he get the ball into the penalty area? No, he can't, and it's won a throw-in or a corner on this near side. I think it's going to be a throw-in. Mike Campbell will take the throw in for Everton. Drops it into the feet of Warrington. Cross from Warrington. Straight out of play, and it'll be a goal kick for Burnley. 65 minutes gone, 0-0.
Daz, he's getting on the ball a lot more now, and that's what I was saying first half. Start trying to run the show in middle of the park. Get on it. You are liable to give balls away if you're on it more than anybody else. But is it 3 or 4 great crossfield balls this second half?
There he is, Lewis Warrington, having a bit of an influence on the game in this second period. But still, we await the breakthrough. Still, we await the first goal. It was 4-2 against Leeds last week. Nothing so far tonight. Here's Campbell. Get after that, he says to Lewis Dobbin. Dobbin runs after it, but Jake Rooney gets there for Burnley. Throw in for the visitors. Some quick defenders, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Can Everton keep Burnley penned in here? It's probably been our best little spell of the game.
Yeah, it has. It has.
Ryan Astley throws the ball all the way back to Harry Tyra. Tyra looks for Dobbin, finds Dobbin. Jake Rooney comes across to try and snuff out the danger. Eli Campbell's in support, so is Charlie Whittaker. Here is Whittaker. Just couldn't find a man. The loose ball breaks for Dobbin, and Dobbin slices the cross. It's out to play again, and it's another goal kick.
Yeah, just a little bit more composure there. He really did. He was quite fortunate to get the rebound, but once it has got there, he's just settled down a little bit. Can we try and pick somebody out in a blue shirt?
Replacing number 7, Charlie Whittaker, is number 12, Rhys Hughes.
Rhys Hughes, who scored against Leeds last week, is on for Charlie Whittaker, who also scored against Leeds last week, but just Just hasn't been Charlie's night tonight, Snods. He couldn't really get into the game.
No, and he's a player I like usually, Charlie. He's got bags of ability. But it's not only him. I don't think it's worked out for a lot of us this evening.
Now, can Rhys Hughes have an influence on the game? Jensen. To play on the far side. Wesley wins the ball, helped on by Price towards Rhys Hughes, and there's a free kick for Everton. Astley. Price infield to Warrington. Wide to Lewis Dobbin. Again, Eli Campbell on the overlap. Dobbin to Hughes. Couldn't find Dobbin again. Tom Cannon can't get a volley in. Stanley Mills trying to acrobatically turn something around, and then it's cleared by Armstrong. Astley heads it back towards the penalty area. Picked up by Rhys Hughes, but shows too much of it to Owen Dodson. Again, Burnley can clear. They might be able to do more than clear. They might be able to counter here. Ejai Tucker. Woods to Glennon. Josh McGlynn running into the right-hand channel, but Ryan Astley sees it safely out of play. Goal kick Everton.
Good defender, Ryan. Good at his job. He knows when to defend, when to tackle, when to head it.
Warrington.
His passing's been excellent this second half.
We'll take that by Stanley Mills as well. Now, can he get the ball into the penalty area? Yes, he can. Headed away by Rooney. Picked up by that man Warrington again. Uses the ball nicely. Plays it to Kyle John. Back it goes to Isaac Price. Dobbin. Can he get a shot away? Lewis Dobbin. Yes, he can. Good save by the goalkeeper. Tom Cannon gets to the loose ball. Now, can Cannon keep it alive? Plays it back to Mills across the face of the goal. Cleared. Isaac Price, edge of the penalty area. Great shot. It's a corner kick.
Is that corner? Is it the keeper that saved that from Price? It's a terrific effort. Really is. That's better pressure. That's asking a few more
proper
questions.
Pressure.
Yeah. It's an excellent save.
Yeah. Lewis Dobbin with the first shot. That wasn't a bad save. Tom Cannon then picked up the loose ball. In comes the corner kick. Cannon back to Warrington. Warrington wide to Hughes. In by Hughes, headed goalwards by Ryan Astley, but into the arms of the goalkeeper. And Burnley now know they're in a game. Good pressure from Everton. Allen's not going to get there, is he? Good diving header by Harry Tyler, picked up by Helm. Got a game of football.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the best part of the game so far, this one now.
Ejai Tucker to Ben Woods. McGlynn looking for Tucker. Shot saved by the goalkeeper.
We're seeing some action now.
Yeah.
The keepers are asked to do a couple of things.
The last 3 minutes have been better than the previous 67 put together. Warrington really is having an influence on the game. Eli Campbell back to Warrington again, wanting the ball, wanting to use the ball, wanting to get Everton on the front foot. Look at that for a pass. Kyle John picks it up for Everton. Gets round the back. Can he get a cross in? Can he keep it alive? Stanley Mills back to Price. Again, could have been whipped in first time then, couldn't it, from Isaac? Here's Campbell. Little dink forward towards Dobbin, headed away by Beddoe. Mills trying to get on the end of it, cleared by Dodgson. And the linesman thinks it came off. Stanley Mills, I'm not so sure, but it's a throw in for Burnley anyway.
There's more urgency about the game now, as they're both thinking, well, come on, we can go on and win this game. Yeah, we're going to see this Isaac Price shot again. I've no doubt we are, as it's come out to him.
Headed away.
Yes,
headed away.
I think it was off Rooney.
Well, the boy Tucker's been taken off, Snods, which is a bit of a surprise.
He was quiet the second half.
Yes,
he wasn't as influential as the first half. Thought he played very well first half.
Ryan Astley's header that was comfortably saved. Tucker is off, and on comes number 14, Max Thompson, who Burnley signed from Everton a couple of years ago.
Right. I thought you were going to say Man United again there, Daz.
Reece Welsh gets the ball back to Harry Tyra. Back to Welsh. Ashley. Good ball, good take. Kyle John now. Chance for Everton to break here. Real chance. Reece Hughes carries the ball forward. Hughes to Tom Cannon. Was he aimed for Cannon, or was he?
No, I think he was looking for Dobbin.
Here's Lewis Warrington to Hughes. Takes it forward. Hughes then runs into a little bit of a cul-de-sac, and he's tripped up, and there's a free kick for Everton in a useful position here. Well, for the first time in the game, we look likely to score, Snods.
More energy about the pitch. We're realising now we've got 17 minutes to go. Come on, we can go on and win this. We're getting more bodies forward. Warrington's spraying it all over the pitch. He's been different class this second half, finding the right hand side in acres there.
Yeah.
It's just opening up it in that space.
Only one thing on Reece Hughes' mind here, by the way. Now then, 73.5 minutes have passed.
Just hit the target, Reece. Make the keeper at least make a save.
It's an opportunity for someone with the quality of Reece Hughes. It's 23-24 yards out. Reece Hughes with his right foot over the wall.
Yes.
It's a great goal. Everton lead after 74 minutes, and it's from the right foot of Reece Hughes, and it's a cracker.
Yeah, it's a great goal. He's bent it round the wall into this near side, and keeper absolutely no chance. It's a tremendous free kick from Hughes there. I said just make the keeper at least make a save, hit the target, and he's certainly done that. He's found the bottom corner.
There he
it's
goes,
a great
over the
free
wall.
kick.
Super. Keeper no chance, and Reece Hughes gets his third goal of the season. Here's a good view, Snods. Lovely.
It was just inside the near post there. Keeper's absolutely no chance.
There's a great view as well.
The wall didn't really jump as much, no. But take nothing away from Reece. It's a great free kick.
Super placement. The goal arguably deserved to come in a better game, but we'll take that. And Everton lead by a goal to nil. And we are 15 minutes away from our first point on the board in Group D of the group stage of the Premier League Cup. Substitution, Snods.
Yes.
Mills, forward to Cannon.
Go on, Lewis.
Now the game's
back
opening
post.
up. Cannon across the face of the goal, cleared though by Finn Armstrong, the scouser at the back for Burnley. Looks looking better.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes or so we've been a lot more positive, getting balls into the box, getting people forward. Yeah, it's been a vast improvement this last 10 minutes.
Throw in on the far side. Just makes you all the more frustrated. It took 45 minutes for us to get going.
It really did.
Goal scorer Hughes, back to John. Cleared, picked up by Warrington. Back to Ryan Astley. Astley again. On the far side. Could be a challenging week, isn't it, for the 23s? Chelsea away on Saturday, Hartlepool away on the Tuesday.
Certainly a busy week.
And a small matter of the first team away at Wolverhampton Wanderers on Monday night as well. Just a word about the first team. The manager will be looking for a reaction at Molineux, Snods, I would think.
I would like to think so, Daz, yeah. It wasn't pretty that last 15-20 minutes of the game.
Calamitous, wasn't it? Stanley Mills to Kyle John. And Mills gallops forward to receive the return pass, but then runs into Jacob Beddoe, who can't keep it on the island, and it'll be a throw in for Everton. 13 minutes to go. If we can get a second goal, Snods, it puts this game to bed.
Yeah, they started the second half, Burnley, the first 5 minutes or so, that they looked as though they were getting forward, trying to get in, but I think the last 15 minutes or so, Daz, I think we've been strong, we've
dominant, haven't we?
Yeah.
Price, Kyle John, Warrington, Campbell to Dobbin, Price, by Mills. Now will it break for Hughes? No, it won't. Good defending by Anthony Glennon. Scouse is the fullbacks here for Burnley. Glennon from Bootle. Dodson sliced by Reece Welsh. He just about goes for a throw in. Dodson wanted a foul, but the best he's going to get is a throw in down by the corner flag.
Yeah, he's not. They're not happy with the referee there.
Substitution for Burnley, replacing number 10, Joe McLean, is number 15, Dara Costello.
Dara Costello comes on. Joined Burnley in January. Irish boy. Dara Costello replacing Joss McLean. Burnley chasing the game now. Good 3 points this for Everton. Get off the mark in the Premier League Cup, Group D. And apologies if you picked up any fruity language there, but a foul throw is a foul throw. And Everton have got 10 minutes to see this game out, and I'm fairly confident that we will do something.
Yeah, I am. They've just got to keep it tight, give nothing silly away, and just concentrate.
Here's Beddoe. No way forward, so has to go back to Glennon. Glennon looks to switch the play to the right hand side and does so with good effect. Picked up by Armstrong, under pressure from Dobbin. Armstrong takes it across the middle, pings it to the feet of Owen Dodgson. Mellon, oh, a chance inside the penalty area. Good save, Harry Tyler, brave save, because he knew he'd get hurt.
Yeah, good move from Burnley. We were talking about concentration and keeping it tight. Burnley did well there. They just put it into the striker. He just nipped it round the corner. Mellon, Harry's done well in the end.
Good save that from Harry Tyler. Campbell. There's Mark Helm. Wide to Dodgson. Look at Glenn galloping forward on that left hand side. Dodgson looking for Michael Mellon, can't find him. Quick throw out. Cannon now. Can he turn Jacob Beddoe? No. A free kick for Burnley. Clock ticking away. 8.5 minutes plus whatever Mr. Jackson wants to add on. Warrington scrapping away, so is Isaac Price, and then Kyle John will scoop the ball to safety. Cannon wins the knockdown, but can't get any purchase on the header, and Burnley win it back again. Haven't taken our foot off the gas a little bit here, have we, Snods, or have they just upped their game a little bit?
Yeah, I think they've slightly raised it a little bit, Burnley, but no, I don't think it's a matter of taking your
has foot off the gas, does. I just think that they're competing again this last 5 minutes or so.
Ryan Astley. Tyra belts it forward. Here's Warrington. Draws the foul from Ben Woods. Now that'll be in no rush to take it. Campbell to Reece Hughes. Nice link-up play, gets it back off Dobbin. Hughes into the penalty area, pulls it back, yes. And Tom Cannon slides home the second goal. It's his first of the season. Reece Hughes, having scored one, provides the assist, and Everton surely now, with 7 minutes to go, are home and dry. 2-0.
Great play from Reece there, but what a little, he played a ball in there, lovely little reverse ball from Dobbin here into his path, and then he's not panicked, he's picked somebody out, and who is it? It's Tom Cannon on the score sheet. Simple tapping, well worked goal.
Yeah, lovely goal, nice bit of football.
He's done well there, Reece. He's just picked him out, pulled it back.
Bottom corner from Tom Cannon, and Everton lead by 2-0, and
that should be it, does. But that's a well worked goal. Yeah, they've been a lot better this second half. They really have. But as we said before, they needed to be.
Yeah.
They needed to step it up, and they certainly have.
Hunzi will be pleased.
Yeah, he'd have been pleased with that goal. I thought it was a really well worked goal.
Throw in for Burnley. And the scoreboard away to our left looks a lot healthier. And we've deserved this, Nods, haven't we?
Yeah, I think first half perhaps Burnley were the better side, but I think this second half especially we've been a lot better.
Now that Lewis Dobbin, he'll be desperate to get on the score sheet, having seen Tom Cannon open his account for the season. Dobbin will want to add to his.
Another change on the far side.
Luke Butterfield about to come on. Costello. Stopped by Warrington. Best player.
Yeah, I think he's played well. Definitely this second half. I think his passing has been excellent. I think he's dominated his midfield opposition.
Here comes Reece Hughes again, full of confidence. Finds Lewis Dobbin. Dobbin goes for goal, and I tell you what, that could have been on its way. It's headed over by Jacob Beddoe. It'll be a corner for Everton.
It was certainly making the keeper make a save, there's no doubt about that.
For Everton, replacing number 10, Lewis Warrington.
Well, he deserves the round of applause that he's getting from the crowd.
Yeah, he does. I think he's been excellent.
David Andrew and John Airwood joining in the applause. There'll be a handshake and a hug for Lewis Warrington. Very impressive second half display from him.
That's what I mean about taking the game by the scruff of the neck. I think he's done that second half. I think he's been a dominant midfield player.
In comes the corner kick. Headed down. Tom Cannon couldn't get a decisive touch. Well, we mentioned before, Snoz, that young players are consistently inconsistent, but Lewis Warrington there, he set the standards for himself now. He needs to know that he can attain those each game.
Well, what he's got to do is go and look at this game and think, right, what did I do second half that I didn't do in the first half? And he got on the ball a lot more, and he was spraying balls, and he were involved every minute of that of the second half till he's actually gone off. Just look at all the things back, all the games that the analysts will do for him, and think, what can I take out of each game that I'm doing right? And if he takes all the positives out of it, all of a sudden you collectively become a better player.
Here's Welsh to Butterfield, on to Rhys Hughes. Now it's with Welsh. Hughes again. And we lost the pictures for a minute or so there, but we're back. Butterfield.
Just a matter of seeing this game out now, Daz.
Yeah.
Don't give anything at all to Burnley to get back into this game.
Rhys Hughes for Everton. Looking for the run of Tom Cannon. Well, I'll tell you what. I think the fact that the ball was high over Tom Cannon's head.
It was well over him, but there's certainly a push in the back of Tom's back.
Here's Ben Woods for Burnley. Helm. Oh. All wrong, didn't he?
That was a bit over it.
Yeah. Throw in. 2 minutes to go at the Pure Stadium. Everton took a while to get going. It was a slow burner, this game. You see, a bit of an understatement actually. After a pretty poor first half, the second was much better, particularly from Everton, and we fully merit the 2-goal advantage that we've got.
We've got to give a special mention to Rhys as well. He's come on, he scored the free kick, he set the second goal up, and he's been very influential since he came on.
Here's Dodson looking for Costello. Rhys Welsh plays it to Kyle John. John gets past Dodson, still full of running Kyle John. Fit as a flea as the infield to Rhys Hughes. Spreads it wide to Lewis Dobbin on this near side. Lewis Dobbin will run at Armstrong, bring it in field. Can he get a shot away, Dobbin? Nope, not on that occasion. We can find Hughes. A little break for Butterfield. Butterfield cracks it and it's blocked. Burnley win possession with the imposing figure of Michael Mellon. Sure, he's only 17. Max Thompson, former Everton player. There's Mellon again. Butterfield can't win it. Welsh can. Costello. And Isaac Price tidies up and plays it back to Kyle John. It all depends now on what the fourth official has for us. It'll be a couple of minutes for all the plethora of substitutions that we've had. Oh, it's a poor ball from Isaac Price straight to Thompson, looking for Mellon, and out comes Tyler bravely again, gets the first one but not the second, and he's in no man's land. Back it goes to Ben Woods. Harry Tyler safely back on his goal line, and the deflection off Rhys Welsh.
There'll be a minimum of 3 minutes added time.
Takes it for a throw in. 3 minutes of added time at the end of the game. They haven't really posed much of an attacking threat.
No, they haven't. They haven't. It's been a relatively comfortable evening for Harry in the Everton goal.
As he punches one away for a corner. Comes across from Dodson. It's a great ball in. Headed away by Isaac Price. There's Jake Rooney. He's past Rhys Welsh. Gets across into the penalty area. It's another good ball. Volleyed into the air by Campbell. Unconvincing clearance. Oh, and it's a penalty. It was Stanley Mills on Anthony Glennon. And Burnley have a penalty deep into stoppage time. And we made a little bit of a hash of that.
Yeah, we did, because we had an opportunity to clear it a couple of times and never got a good connection.
Eli Campbell. It's a soft one, isn't it?
It is. They were both looking at the ball, and
Eli Campbell puts down Stanley Mills under pressure.
I think it is.
There,
yeah, I think it is.
Well,
we know we're very biased, Daz, but I think that was a penalty.
Stoppage time at the Pure Stadium. Chance for Burnley to half the deficit. It's the former Everton player Max Thompson to take the penalty. Oh dear me, that's high over the bar. It's gone out of the stadium and into one of the back gardens down Hague Avenue, and Max Thompson, who probably wanted to have impressed against his former club, did anything but with that wild penalty kick.
Yeah, They'll be disappointed, the young lad.
Goodness me, it's gone for miles.
Yeah, it was well over.
Could have made the last 60 seconds or so interesting, Snods. Furious with himself. Didn't just miss it, he was nowhere near. Carl John. They throw in Everton. And the boys have seen this safely through. 3 points on the board in Group D of the Premier League Cup group stage for Everton. All 4 teams, Everton, Burnley, Sheffield United and Peterborough, now on 3 points as Max Thompson tries to bludgeon his way through but doesn't take the ball with him. Butterfield slides it forward to Lewis Dobbin. And there is the final whistle, Snods. It was a slow burner, as I say, but a thoroughly deserved victory in the end for the Young Blues.
Yeah, it was weren't the game we wanted first half. I thought we were a little bit pedestrian, didn't really get our passing going, but second half were totally different. Warrington in the middle of the park started dictating, knocking great crossfield balls, getting the full-backs in, and then Rees came on and scored a great free kick, set the second one up, and I think overall the second half were a vast improvement. I think David will be delighted with the second half performance especially, and in the end well deserved 3 points.
It's finished at the Pure Stadium. There's Tom Cannon, the scorer of the second goal. Rhys Hughes came off the bench to score the first one with a wonderful free kick. He then turned provider for Tom Cannon, and it's finished at the Pure Stadium. Everton 2, Burnley 0.